Okay, today we're going to talk about lesson 8.4. We have the math words regroup, model, ones, tens, and hundreds. Regroup is when you have to give tens to the hundreds or the ones to the tens. Ones, you know it's in the right column. Tens, and then the hundreds. Jared brings 2 packages of 100 napkins to a picnic. Cody brings 13 packages of 10 napkins and 9 single napkins. How many napkins do they bring to the picnic in all? Model. We have 2 packages of 100, which is Jared's, and Cody brings 13 packages of 10 napkins. Here's the 13, and 9 single napkins. So, there are more than 9 tens, you can regroup the tens, because remember, it takes 10 tens to make 100. And if we have 13 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, those 10 can become 100. So now we are left, now we have 3 hundreds, 3 tens, and 9 ones, or 339 napkins. Okay, let's look at the first problem. This first problem saying we had 2 hundreds, it's the orange ones, 11 tens, and 5 ones. Because there's more than 9 tens, we can make 100. So if we group, if we count out 10, which they did here, and that makes a 100. So now we have 300. How many tens left over? 1 10 and 5 ones. So what number is that? That is 315 as a standard number. So remember, if there's more than 9 tens, you have to regroup them to make a group of 100. Okay, let's look at the next side. It says regroup the tens, write the new number of hundreds and 10 ones. Now we have 2 hundreds, 11 tens, and 1 1. We know that 11 tens, we can make a group of 10 out of 11 10. So we're going to give the group of 10 to the 100. So now we're going to have 300. We gave this away, and we left with 1 10 and 1 1. So what standard number do we have? 311. Now I want you to try number 3. I'll give you a couple of moments to regroup. Okay, you have 15 tens. 15 tens have a group of tens in there that can go to the hundreds. So now we have 9 hundreds. We're left with 5 tens, and we have 6 ones. So the standard number is, yes, 956. Okay. Number 4. Go ahead and do 4. Okay. We have 16 tens. We know that we have a group of 10 that can go to the hundreds. So now we have 5 hundreds, 6 tens, and 2 ones. And what number is that? 562. The next one, we have 7 hundreds, 12 tens, and 9 ones. Go ahead and do number 5 and 6 by yourself right now. Okay. We know that we have 12 tens. We can give a group of 10 away to the 100, so that'll give us 800. We know we have 2 10s left over, and then the 9 ones, so we get the standard number, 829. Did you get that? Okay, go ahead, and you did number 6 already, so we gave the group of what? 10 to the 100, so we have 300, 8 10s, and 8 1s. We get the standard number 388. Okay, let's look at problem solving. Jamie has 200 baseball cards. He buys 14 more packs of cards. Each pack has 10 cards in it. How many baseball cards does Jamie have now? So if we know we have 200 so far, and he buys 14 more 10s, so we know he has 340 more, because there was 0 cards left over, because this goes there. So we have 340 cards. Okay, Jessica regroups 10 10s in a number as 100. Now she has 600, 3 10s, 8 1s. How many 100 10s and 1s did Jessica start with? Okay, we know that she had 600, so 6 hundreds, 3 10s, and 8 1s. And we know that she regrouped, so we know that this one has to be 500, and if we give the 10 back, we'll have 13 10s and 8 1s. So this is what she started with, because we know that she gave a group of 10 to 100. She regrouped. Okay, now you are going to do on your own lesson 8.4 on page 355, and page 356. But let's look at 356 right now. Let's do the problem solving together. Okay, let me just put this on top so I'm not writing on my book. Okay. An art teacher has 400 crayons. He buys 16 more boxes. Each box has 10 crayons in it. How many crayons does the art teacher have? So if he started with 400, okay, and he buys 16 more boxes, and that's 16 10s, because it said each box had 10 crayons in it. So if we know 16 10s has a group of what? 10 that we can give to the 100. So now we're going to get 500. And how many 10s are going to be left over? 6. So we get the number, and there was no 1, so we get 560 crayons. Explain what happens to the number of hundreds and tens when 10 10s are regrouped as 100. Okay, let's think about that. Explain what happens to the number of hundreds and tens when 10 10s are regrouped as 100. What happens to the hundreds? The 100 gets larger, and the tens become smaller. Okay, now I want you to complete the rest of page 355 and 356 on your own, and then have your parents correct it after you have finished it.